Gift and Lifted Space. If you are new, I go by La Alchemista. To everybody who's returning, gratitude, nothing but gratitude. We're about to do some collective April messages, tapping into things that we all need to know, maybe be aware of, or, you know, feel secure in that we secure in the things. We're gonna start off with the theme, dabble into the love, baby, the love. Dabble into love, dabble into some money messages, and leave us off with a closing with spirit messages. Um, Let me make sure I'm live. Alrighty, your girl is live. Mm, let's see. Happy Monday to you, NFL Humboldt. Oh, you're returning. How are you doing today? Recuperating from holiday? I don't know what my throat is like. I'm doing good. I really can't complain. I woke up to see another day. Felt the urge to give messages one day at a time. I am being consistent back on these YouTube streets, honey. So I did pick over some of the cards out. I haven't looked at all of them. The only one that I did look at first is the significator card. 1 second. Let me see something. Oh, as soon as y'all come in, give your girl a thumbs up. Comment down below. Share, share, share. I just read your how was your birthday? Speaking of that, how was your birthday? Okay, let me put that there so I can see. Uh, that's good to hear. And wish you nothing but amazing days for the rest of the year to your next birthday. And everything that you pray for come true as well. I know that's right. No, that's how I am too. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm like, soon as Sagittarius season start, it's my birthday, bitches. Watch out. Put your glasses on, the blinders out, because mama's about to shine. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. Clock it. Clock it. Mm-mm. All right. So let's tap in. So for April messages, I pulled out for us as collective, Iset, surrender, which she also goes by Osset and Isis. It's a beautiful card. And we have surrender, 44. So a lot of us could be seeing 444. I know I have 44 breaks down to 8. That's all about cycles too. And then at the bottom of the deck we have Oya, uh 13 storms. So when I see surrender and storms together, my the intuitive messages I get, first of all, we're going to start this reading off with April. The channeled song for April is by Flippity, Hype Me Up. Like, I feel like I'm hearing the love boat. That love boat, that you're not going to be receiving a lot of, first of all, it's going to be changes going on. It's a lot of changes. This is a transformative period. A lot of people are putting a foot down, standing on business with everything, standing on business with creating your own safe, standing on business with creating your own safe space. when it comes to every aspect of your life. And because of these significant changes that we are making as a collective, a lot of people not rooting. You have silent supporters who's not going to give you your flowers right then and there. And with me seeing these roses here, baby, you're going to have to go out and buy your own. I'm channeling my Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers. Okay. Oh my God, I use that song for my IG post. La la la. Laughing a lot, hype me up. Yes. Like you come in, hype me up. You want people to hype me up, but like get your ass to the back. Cause I'ma hype myself up regardless. Like I'm so unbothered. Like that's the energy. I'm so unbothered. I don't even see your hate. Like I see it, but am I acknowledging it? No. Because what? Hype me up. Hype me up. I hype me up. Okay. Um, Hi Enoch and hi Christy Harris. Um, so yes, this is a season of giving yourself your own flowers. Uh Maybe in April, a lot of us, I know I need to either start a gratitude journal or do something. I think I seen one of my friends, this was like years ago, get like a specific container where in those moments you feel, or when you experience good experience, or even when you fell down, write down those moments of gratitude and put it in that box. And then, or write down those good moments of gratitude. I don't know. You can set it for a day to look at it and just to see for your growth. Maybe it might be a 3 month check in, or maybe it might even be a 30-day check in to see the progress and really be like, damn. So you can think about good. It's just a sense of changing your perspective, a mindset, basically, is what I'm like feeling. No more thinking of the negative or the things that have transpired or people not stepping up to the plate or being who you thought they were, or mask finally coming down. You can finally see people for who they are. You're no longer and some of us take accountability. We put that mask on that person. We seen the potential and disregarded. And that just doesn't have to be a person. It could even be a workplace. We seen the potential but not really seeing the current circumstances. What is this situation or person showing me right now? Um, I'm also feeling like April is going to be more with self-care. With I forgot the name of this bird right now, but this bird right now, this bird on this card, is it a heroine? Uh, that's how I felt last night. That's crazy. I kept having negative thoughts. Yeah, it's like soon as you, and I've been checking myself, soon as I have a thought that I know is low vibrational or is not serving my highest purpose, like check myself. Like, girl, like you trying to attract something that's even, you're trying to attract what you want, not what you've been through or what you had or what you're trying to avoid. Cause sometimes we can be such in a worry mode or thinking like expecting a expecting the worst out of situations and not knowing that we already setting the tone for that to actually happen instead of thinking in a more optimistic way. So like I said, back to this bird. This bird is one of the birds that do self cleaning, and this is how we got to the form of doing colonics. And I actually, this is crazy. Like last month, I said I want to set an appointment to do a colonic. So a lot of us could be really focusing on gut health and not just gut health, overall health, our self care on the outside and the self care, self love and self care for the inside. As far as like really being mindful of what we eat, especially what we see out on what's going out on the news. Like you can't trust anything that you buy. Speaking of that, I need to plant my seeds for my garden. So it's like being very mindful, reading stuff, checking stuff, um, and even double checking expiration dates, because a lot of people are selling like spoiled things that should have been off the shelf. Um, Also, if anybody hasn't been making the appointments, you're going to be making appointments. Working out, just being mindful of everything. And it's not for a workout for physical appearance. Yes, we all want to look beautiful and snatch in whatever way that we want to feel, but it's more so as in I'm working out because it relieves stress. I'm working out because my health is going to be better. I'm going to breathe better when I'm walking up a flight of stairs, or when I'm out with my kids, I can be able to be a little bit more active. Um, and also surrender into accountability of things that you try to control that you know damn well is not in your control. Like you're the maker and the creator, but for your own life, not for anybody else's. I.e. your children. Your children, you can't, what you want your children to be, all you can do is just teach them things, show them the way, be the example, and not be how I was raised, do as I say, not as I do. No, do as I say and do as I do. Be that example. Um, but whatever they choose to be, and highlight that, like hone into, like a lot of us as a collective, if you have children, you're going to be really paying attention to your children's needs and wants, and really having them to tap into learning to do the self-love and self-care, which is like a aka one of the things for generational curse breakers. um and also with that 44 breaking at 8, just know that embracing these changes, and trust me, it's going to be a shake up, because a lot of things, especially with this full moon that just passed in Libra, which is my art energy coming out, like you are like no longer giving excuses for the unjustly things that you have been allowing. Yes, I said allowing. We have been allowing certain unjustly things to happen instead of putting our foot down, um setting up those boundaries, really taking those people out of our lives, and really closing those doors. Like you sh- you showed me once, and that should have been, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I'm J. Cole with George Bush. Can't put the blame. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy. Um, but just know through all these changes, whether if we as a collective are like, okay, paying attention, being attuned to our intuition and uh God's nudges on making those moves, or ancestors, spirit guides is stepping in, like, okay, we got to step in now because you're headed on a way to destruction, or you're in an environment that is destructive or is killing you, and or being in repetitive stressful cycles, which is aka killing you. Stress is the number one lead killer that leads to all many a different and most ailments. So it's like being mindful of that, and being mindful that your peace means everything. And that peace doesn't mean to be in completely isolation and cut everybody off. No. What's aligned, receive it. What's not aligned, cut that shit off. Okay? It ain't nothing, cut that bitch off. Okay, type of energy. So it is set, it's the energy of, like, even if you feel, with this quote, with me seeing it first, like, say if it's a stressful or tense situation, or you just know somebody's gaslighting you to get you out of your character, take a moment, pause. I surrender. Like, because you're gonna have, because you want to walk in your path and your purpose, you're gonna have, the devil's gonna be working at an all-time high, and those distractions is gonna be working at an all-time high from outward, and those inner distractions of your old self fighting with your new self that's trying to evolve and come to um fruition. So, like, yes, the theme of April is releasing control. Stop bonding around struggle. Struggle meaning bonding because I understand trauma, like I don't want somebody to experience it. Sometimes we blocking somebody else's experience and lesson and character building, because sometimes other people need to bust their ass. You don't need to be the savior for everybody. And also with the struggle of, yes, sometimes people, we fall down and we get up, but not every time. Sometimes people need to get through their shit, and you need to get through your shit on your own. um and I feel like as a collective, we've been in that mode of topsy tapping in, one foot in and out on healing. Do we want to completely heal, or are we healing and still being attached to different things that caused us to be in this healing era, meaning like they're triggers, or some of them are the initiator or original cause of why we have had to heal in the first place. Um, so yeah, we all are handing the keys to the divine, allowing spirit to carry us and fill in the gaps. We don't have to figure it all out as us being God and goddesses of our own self embodiment of that universe. Like, and I feel like a lot of us are going through a lot of kundalini awakenings. Like, a lot of us could be experiencing sleepless nights because your soul is urging you, like, it's time to make a change. It's a change coming, and it's time to make a change at this time. Yeah. The gods and goddesses has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Like, in the goddess declaration for the Iset card is everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. I also, so with Iset, Isis, however you address her, one of her many names. In this depiction, she is on a throne, but her name means throne. So it's like, now it's time for us to actually sit on our throne. Now it's time for us to stop dimming our light and not, yeah, I'm gonna say it, not believing in ourselves. And it goes back to that song, Hype Me Up. Like, you gotta hype your ass up every day. If even if it's to ring the alarm bell to put you on that attraction, checking yourself with that a negative mindset, even if it's about thinking about somebody that did you wrong. F it. It happened. Now how are you gonna move forward in a positive way? Yes, it happened, but don't let it be the demise of you in a something to cause a delay or steady being a constant obstacle. Grow through it. Grow through it. Don't go through it. Grow through it. How are you growing from it? Do you need to do an outreach service for something that might be that make you, if it's a non-for-profit, do you need to work in something like, as many ways are outlets, or do you need to start a hobby doing something, or maybe you start an entrepreneur with something that would heal something. It could be something out of illness that you've been through, trauma, maybe you need to be a counselor. Like, it's certain things in that nature that I'm standing your throne when it comes to your creative abilities. If you're artist, whatever your purpose and calling is on life is what I'm just trying to say. Um, yeah. A lot of us went through lessons on learning our value and our worth, and basically getting back out to and not only showing other people but really showing self who the F you are. Show self who the F you are. Don't be scared to show out and show your highest potential. Don't be scared to have other people thinking that, oh, he or she is doing too much. Who they think they is. Fuck them. Because no matter if you're doing good or bad, they still gonna have something to say. So it's whether I'd rather have somebody talk something about me or say something knowing that I'm happy, peace, sleeping peacefully at night, my bills is paid and all that. So it is what it is at the end of the day. A lot of you guys can be focusing on manifestation. April is a lot of magic is in the air, whether it's good or bad. So I want to say protection, prayers up. This is a time to be really staying prayed up, praying for a peace of mind, praying for whatever abundance you need, praying for whatever it is. A lot of us are going through a healing and rebirth area right now. Okay. So, and with Oyas and storms, especially for my entrepreneurs for the month of April, um, I'm hearing where the money resides, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Money is coming in flow. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. That type of energy. My entrepreneurs, like, if you haven't been seeing, April is the month that you are going to be seeing. If you get an idea, no matter what time it is, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, act on it. That type of energy. So this is double confirmation on transformative period. So with Oya's guidance is she's saying to us, the winds of change are in motion. Into every life a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old, sometimes change moves slowly. At other times change is swift. So the embodiment is, and a question that we all should be like really focused on is, what would you like to change? If you are not actively changing it, you are choosing it. And that's just confirmation on what I just said, like a constant cycle that we just, yes. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. Come through, Mama Oya. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayal, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self harm. Feel your feelings. And that's another thing. I feel like a lot of us are surrendering to feeling. Anything that we repressed, anything that we compartmentalize. A lot of these situations that we've been in that we did not let go of is because, and that we have to heal from, is because it triggered some shit that we thought, because we were still living day to day, still being a functioning human. No, because we didn't deal with it, that doesn't mean that we just brush it under the rug. No, ta-da! That shit is right in your face, and that's something that you need to do. We as a collective need to deal with. Beating yourself up is self-harm. Feel your feelings. Honor your journey. Tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. The goddess declaration is, I make shift happen. Okay? We all make shift happen. Uh, Hi B Aussie. All right. So Oya, if you're not familiar with Oya, I love Oya. Especially if you're a merchant person, or especially if you divine mystic. Um Winds, she represents the element of winds, violent storms, lightning, and transformation. Acting as a fierce guardian of the cemetery gates and guide for the dead. And she's associated with the number nine, and the number nine is all about endings. So that storm is bringing about swift endings. Like this is us making these swift endings, and people swivel in their head like, what the heck? You acting out of character. No, I'm acting like how I'm supposed to be. Yeah. She embodies change, feminine strength, and the transition between life and death. Yeah. So she uses her winds to clear away the old for new beginnings. And she's also about for a transformation. She brings sudden, necessary, and often chaotic change. All right. So that's just like going over the overall theme of the month. Like, yeah, let that emotion surrender to your emotion, because under there you got grief, rage. Even if you need to take a bath, put your head in the water and scream under there because you can't get out in nature. If you need to go out in nature and hike trail, scream to get that rage out. If you need to go to a rage, they actually have rage rooms to fuck some shit up. Sign up for a boxing class, martial arts, swim. Like, and a lot of us has been wearing that mask. Like, honey, it's okay if you've been through some shit. Like, grow through it again. It's gonna allow you to ground yourself. You're gonna feel better. Even if you need to transmute that pain into other outlets, as far as like being creative, into art. As I transmute my pain through my art back there, I gotta finish it. My painting back there. Um Networking, meeting other people by just joining, like, say, like, I thought it was pretty cool that they have, and I want to attend. It's a Turkish creative lantern. You make a Turkish lantern. But because I'm weird like that and like that stuff, if I go there, I'll meet somebody who's into the same weird shit I'm in. Well, I'm gonna say weird because other people be like, Lila, you always, it's okay. But yeah. All right. Where did I put her at? All right. So the next thing I'm gonna tap in for love. So the ones that we have for love is, you could go like this. We have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. So a lot with these, and this came out in reverse. So if you cut somebody off or you're planning to cut somebody off, I'm just letting you know right now they are not going without a fight. They heard you, but it didn't process in their head. They like, oh, they not serious. They're not and I think it's because whoever, when in regards to love, you can be single, dating a lot of people, you getting a whole nother roster. You can be dating somebody and just saying no. Because you're evolving and growing into some to the new you, like that old you is dead and you're no longer taking those things. Like your standards have changed. The price went up. The price ain't the same as yesterday, okay? Um, and it's either they can come in and meet you, but you already, I feel like because the 8 and 9, like this has been, they can't show you anything better than what they showed you. They didn't showed you all that they can get, and if they're gonna change and be better for somebody else, you're okay with that. Like I want you to actually be better type of energy. And because of that, keeping this positive mindset, it's attracting you, putting you to a higher frequency that's going to attract abundance. And now you know exactly what you don't want and what you do want. So now you're manifesting exactly what you want and having gratitude for the different experiences and the life lessons that you learned when it comes to love, because now you know you a radar. Do 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 do. All right, this is fuck nigga fuck. Excuse me. This is some fuck shit right here that I'm not about to tolerate or waste my time on. I didn't did this already. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Okay, type of energy. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. It says, "You are a woman. Tell me the woman going to love a man without money. No love without money." Mm. Well, I'm gonna give you this quote. As my grandfather, may he rest in peace, said, and as my daddy always say, and he don't like it when I flip it over to this way. But how I was raised, romance without finance is a nuisance. So there you go. And especially if I can make it on my own, you're supposed to be an asset, just like I'm supposed to be an asset. We supposed to both be assets. So if you have no assets and I only have assets, the math ain't mathing. Thank you. You just you just you got to meet me where I'm at. And don't try to come in and cage me in a bird cage because you only on this level and my mind is expanded to this level and could be like, if anything, be assist, play your role. Play your role. Not saying that you got to be the richest person, but damn sure don't be uh, a liability. We don't want no liabilities over here. We like positives, not the negatives. All right. Then we have heart with a key. And because you being like keeping, it's even the healing journey, you focusing on choosing you and choosing to pour that love into you, loving yourself right, is going to attract somebody of what you're truly manifesting because you already given it to yourself. As in to give even for furthermore clarification on that one. Because you're pouring into yourself, giving yourself that love, taking yourself on that own vacation. Taking yourself to whatever it is and what you want to do is going to attract somebody else. You already setting the standards and the tone. Like, don't even come over here trying to give me anything less than I already do. And I said earlier with that the Isis card that came on there, you're gonna have to give yourself flowers. So if I'm already buying myself flowers, buying myself my own jewelry, buying my own self my Chanel bags, What you think I want? All right. It don't even have to be just Chanel. Shit, it could be Coach. Tell Feezy. All right. It's gonna lead you to meet the one that you want. Yes. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, it's gonna be high. You're gonna get the temptation to want to, because you're gonna reminisce. You got reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. You're gonna be reminiscing. You're gonna think about the good times, but make sure you you don't mind fuck yourself at this time. Remember the reason why you put these standards and blocks ups and wanted to move on and want it better. And it doesn't mean wanting better just in finances. Wanting better when it comes to time spent together, making sure that it is truly quality and reciprocal, making sure that the emotional bank is being deposited in and taken out of both people. Okay. Mm. Well, I got a question. Here's why woman's never satisfied. I don't know. I can't speak for all women. Maybe you should make on your YouTube page, you should do a poll and get a question like, they doing, what is it, Family Feud, when they do the questions at the end and see how many women feel like that. Because quite the contrary, a lot of women can probably feel the same way as you. Um, yeah. So, but the biggest thing is most of the reminiscing could be in nostalgia moments, could be for you to just process. I just need to learn what I learned, show gratitude for it, and the growth and the oh shit, sun is in my eye. The karmic debt that was paid. Um, all right, we're gonna move on from love to the money. Let's talk about the chicken. Let's talk about the chicken. Cause we saying F your feelings, we catching flights, okay? F your feelings, we catching flights. Wait, can you hear that? Okay. All right. Ooh, shift. It's shift keep coming out. Shift is happening in all aspects of our lives, okay? Leveling up, and I'm channeling Ti song right now. If it ain't about the money, don't be hitting me. Yep. Because if it ain't no talk about money, you wasting my time. Time is money, and we not even trying to be funny. Do you see what's going on in the world? Like, we all have to build community, and if people who's surrounding you at that time, it's about focusing on self to make sure at least you good, honey. All right. Um, so we have shift. A lot of us could be having shifts, taking your career in a totally different direction. Have the courage to change course. Continue to grow, change, and learn. You've reached the end la 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 la. La. You've reached the end of a route where you cannot continue to travel. So a lot of us could be thinking about making either staying where we're at and make another ooh, I just heard relocation. A lot of us could be relocating for work and it was not planned, or relocating for work because we just wanted to relocate and didn't even know how, but somehow, some way. So update your LinkedIn, make yourself available, um, start applying to those different jobs. You never know. They probably can even do a remote interview. And I'm hearing something that's a package plan where housing and stuff like that is included for whoever that resonates for. Um, a lot of you guys put those applications, make yourself available. Any work friendships that you built, let them know that you're available and on the market. You are ready to hire, but don't leave until you secure something that actually have another plan. Luck. Anything you do now will be very prosperous for you. If you believe that you're lucky, you'll create an abundant mindset. Your perspective is shifting your growth and stamping on your luck. So this is a double confirmation of what I've been talking about through this whole dead money camp. I don't even know why I'm still listening to that man or reading it. Precarious. There have been a lot of ups and downs with finances. Money coming in fast and going out just as quickly. Fast changes regarding money or unexpected turn of finance. So yes, we got money coming in. So I feel like any money that the collective gets in, don't nobody need to know what the right, what the right hand doing in the left. Even if you don't feel comfortable lying, this is the time to lie. You are broke, 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 broke. All you got is money to pay for the things that you need at this time. If you buy anything new, unless don't show nobody, unless they just end up seeing it. You have people pocket watching you right now, and it's also to be mindful of. I don't know if you need to sit down and do uh look at subscriptions. Maybe it's some subscriptions you're not paying that you're paying for that you're not utilizing. Maybe it's a need to for some people to downsize. Maybe it's some things that you have that you're no longer utilizing. Then we have the office. Delegating more can help you increase your earnings. Secretary, staff, assistant, office manager, any job working in an office. Think of the greater good than oneself to achieve a better outcome. So it's a thing for you guys are going to be reaching out. If anybody offers you for help and you trust them, I know they might not do it the way you want to do it, but if you know that they have good work outcome and good work ethics, trust in that person. You don't have to be in control, don't have to be everything for whatever project or whatever career thing this is. Accept the helping hands and look for help as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have teacher. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You've learned much about money. This is the time to put in the practice. I'm only laughing is because I feel like the collective then I wish I remembered that sign language for fuck around to find out. A lot of us done fucked around and found out. And that's what made our financial literacy get greater, that we can also teach other people on how not to fall into the same pitfalls that we may have experienced as well. Don't be afraid to change when it comes to money at this time. Be mindful of any investments. Yeah, like I said, watching the stock and spinus came out. Like I said, you got people watching you. My voice is getting like, whew, rasping. All right. So it's the need to be mindful of the people that surround you. It's not a time. Remember, don't shit where you eat. Also keep things to a minimum. Everybody don't need to know all your business. You can be cordial at work, but work is work type of energy. You keep doing that, you're gonna keep reaping fruits of your harvest. You're not gonna have that much. You're always gonna have haters, but you're not gonna have as much evil eyes. They don't know your business, right? And if you get any nudges that you can't trust anybody, or if anybody is giving you fake energy, please believe it. Hi Bragg Rogers. Hi Boo. And some of you guys could be saving, but the vacation came out in reverse. So I feel like you guys are saving up vacation for a solo vacation. Or maybe, yeah, or maybe a vacation that you guys initially planned that take in April or coming up is going to be canceled. Take it where it resonates. Yeah, again, be smart with your money is coming out. Yeah, because you got people trying to set yourself up for failure. Yeah. And this is funny that this is coming out. Haters, naysayers, live your dreams out loud. Like, fuck them. Live your dream, live your life the way you want, live what makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Make them hate even more, make them sizzle. Okay, tell them if it's too hot in the kitchen, get out. And a lot of you know it's time for a career change. Are you really happy where you at? And don't be afraid to spend. If you spend an extra money to invest in yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't spend extra money on just once. There's a huge difference. A lot of you guys can be, this might not apply for everybody, but in April, there will be a shift and change with finances. You're going to be hitting to a new tax bracket. Okay. Yeah. Find out what you like doing best and get someone to pay you for doing it. That's crazy. And that's by Catherine Whitehorn. A lot of you guys, that new house is coming in April, or you're going to be getting the finances and funds to obtain that new house. Be mindful of distractions from love. And I did say it out in a love message, whoever you're cutting off or whoever you just don't want to be bother boo, a bugaboo. A bugaboo. There's going to be a lot of bugaboos when it comes uh from love. A lot of zombies, people coming up from the grave and the dead, like that's because you're shining. Okay? You even got family members. Even a lot of it's depth to people pleasing. A lot of the collective, if you've been people pleasing because the depth of that, a lot of people are going to be bugging you. Okay, be comfortable with saying no at this time. Thank you, Brax. I am a pretty cool person. Pretty cool. Lay back. No. All right, some of us need to hear this. Failure doesn't mean you are a failure. It just means you haven't succeeded yet. So what did Aaliyah say? If at first you don't succeed, what you do, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust yourself and try again, try again. All right, we got Aaliyah, and she's a Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn energy in the building. For a lot of us, you're being looked at by the higher ups and being talked about in rooms you don't even haven't even stepped foot in. Okay, this is the time to be on point. Be on point. Be on point. Those are the money messages. So for health, I'm going to pick a crystal card because these are the using the crystal wisdom health oracle cards before I get to the last message, which is the spirit message. So yeah, let's do health, babies. Let's do health. All right. One last shuffle for the collective. April month ahead messages. All right. Oh, that came out quick. Selenite. Clear the energy. Clear the energy. Clear the energy. Selenite. 21. Spiritual is nothing but growth, especially when it comes to your spiritual growth. Elevation. Manifestations coming through. Make sure you keep those distractions clear. You're clearing the energy. It's energy clearing. And then at the bottom of the deck, 49 graphic smoky quartz, which breaks down to 13, which breaks down to 4. House, stability, foundation, the loved ones that's really in your corner. All right, selenite, divine lights. So selenite protects against wandering of the mind and evokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. So this is if you have selenite, I keep my bio selenite up there on my ancestor altar. So when I enter, but I love selenite. It's over there. Dang it. I'm not even gonna get it. And especially with keeping us a wandering mind. Thinking about, that's again confirmation on, check yourself on the negative thinking or thinking about negative things. Only think about the positive things. I know it's gonna be hard, so just regroup, restart, reboot, and restart your mind. Okay. So spirituality is vitality for you at this time. You are a translucent soul who moves fluently through time. Use insights wisely at this time. Avoid confusing past with present. Come through. Confirmation. I just love. Avoid confusing past with present. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. The divination for this stone is a situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Yes, so be adaptability. Adaptability is going to be a part of the theme for April, okay? Being adaptable to the change. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you. The healing insight is being in the flow strengthens your well being. The frequency for this stone is exceptionally high, and the chakras that it's associated with is the highest crown, the soul star, and stellar gateway. The timing is Taurus and Cancer. So Taurus and Cancer season can be very significant to us with really seeing the outcome from these different changes that we are either making or that is being made in our life in the month of April. Um, and the soul path for this is shining divine light on earth. So I am being called to read the bottom card because I feel like it's some messages in there that we need to. Graphy Smoky Quartz, which is giving me like a snow leopard vibe. I want to look up. This card is giving me like snow leopard. A snow leopard. Let me look up the meaning for. You still here just striving. Let me see. I'm being called. Spiritual. Ooh. Okay. So when I looked at this, it's giving me graphic smoky quartz. It's giving me snow leopard vibe. So I'm looking up the spiritual meaning of a snow leopard. It's about solitary power, intuition, and silent resilience, acting as a guardian that guides individuals to navigate life's toughest, monumentous challenges. Often considered a sacred messenger in Central Asian and Tibetan traditions, the snow leopard symbolizes adaptability. Adaptability. Come through, spirit, guys, and angels and ancestors. God, I love, thank you for letting me be a clear vessel. The snow leopard symbolizes adaptability, the harmony of solitude with intimacy, and the spiritual mastery over one's environment. Guardians of secrets and solitude. As solitary, elusive creatures, they represent the comfort of being alone and the strength found in silence. They teach us to find companionship within ourselves. Resilience and adaptability. Living in the harshest terrains, they symbolize the ability to overcome extreme adversity and adapt to rapidly changing situations. The bridge between worlds. They represent the ability to move between the physical world and the spiritual, often acting as guides toward to higher wisdom. Stealth and divine timing. Their presence teaches quiet confidence in knowing exactly when to act, high speed pursuit, and when to wait, passive surveillance. The shamanic and spiritual practice, represented as a guardian of sacred mountains, they are called upon for protection, navigating icy or difficult times and connecting with ancestors. Is also known as to signify personal power, bravery, and a warrior spirit that remains calm and unseen. And that's crazy. I said you're gonna be unbothered. Like you see the shit, but are you giving it the attention and being stealth, moving like a ninja type of vibe? Silent stalker, master of stealth. I didn't even see it said that shit stuff right there. Silent stalker, master of stealth, due to their incredible camouflage ability. Noble spirit, symbolizing high virtue and strength. Soul guide, spirit guide, a guide through spiritual crisis. This snow leopard presence indicates a time for introspection, trusting your inner wisdom, and recognizing that your silence is a sign of power, not weakness. Heavy on picking and choosing your battles wisely. Okay? Period. Period. I will not be budged. No knocking off your square. You know who you are. you're embodying it and imbuing it. I'm sorry. I gotta look. I'm gonna look this message. I'm gonna listen back to my message. And I gotta do it anyway for timestamps. All right. I'm sorry, I'm getting too excited. I get too stuff. I'm such a geek. I get excited. I get excited. All right, so let's read the message. This is the stabilizer. It's considered the stabilizer because we're trying to get grounded. Can't move me. I will not be budged. The stabilizer. Wasn't it a movie? No, that was called the equalizer. But if you need to be on that type of time, you can be on that type of time because that's what I'm hearing. That Denzel Washington was in. And then he moved like Stealth 2 in there, the equalizer, like calm, cool, serene. It's the silent ones that you gotta look out for. That's the energy that we got need to be in and embodying, okay? Graphic smoky quartz supports all the structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. And we talked about healing with trauma. We talked about um, being mindful on what we eat and the gut health, digestive, and I wanted to say in detoxing, being mindful of all of that. It keeps you grounded and balanced in physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. The self understanding for this crystal is lack of trust in yourself. Didn't I say on believing in self more? Having more belief, hype me up, hype me up. I hype me up. Energy, okay? Mirror affirmations. Look yourself in the mirror after you take a shower in the bath. Damn, ain't I fine? Mm. But you should be doing that anyway, so you can see any changes for medical purpose too. I need to add that in. Um, but lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your disease. Well, disease, we're going to quote unquote. Okay. Your self esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compromised and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. The divination for this card is undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in search of healing. There you will find the underlying causes of this quote unquote disease. And it could be, yeah, one of them being stress is the most thing. And outdated soul impurities, impervities that are affecting your well being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. I'm going to say that again. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. The healing insight for this crystal is healing is found in the darkest depth of yourself, not in the external forces. The frequency of this crystal is earthy and high. Get more out in nature. I said that earlier. The chakras that is associated with all of them, baby, all of them. The timing is autumn, fall. The soul path is, and that's crazy, autumn, fall coming in. That signifies that, like, if you garden in my area, I'm up north. I'm closer to Canada. So autumn, you getting your harvesting like a lot of the canning stuff out. We're canning to be from there. So it's like you're really gonna be sitting back and seeing like, damn, all this work, this tilling, meaning like dealing with that shadow work and healing with stuff, tending and trimming and giving a fertilizer is you cutting and putting those boundaries up and even a fencing or putting or whatever. If you just get the analogy, like you're going to be able to I'm seeing a bountiful of abundance of shit from you just doing what you needed to do and believing in you. The soul path for this is exploring taboos. Being okay with being you, baby, is what I'm hearing. Trend trending trending where others fear oh no treading where others fear to tread. So it's like that's why you're going to have haters and naysayers because how how dare you be so so audacious to want to be better. How dare you want to heal yourself? How dare you want to set up boundaries and have standards on how you should be cared for, how you should be talked to, um any interaction. Go ahead, baby, tread. Tread. Tread like Mike Phelps in this bitch, okay? Tread like Mike Phelps. So lastly, for the month of April, we are going to leave us off with the Earthcraft guidebook. And I picked Mama Earth, and that's crazy because, she's been coming out a lot. Gaia energy. And this is going to be the spirit message, what we need to know. Hopefully, give us something uplifting, something that give us that extra pep for the month of April. Hype me up. I hype me up. Oh, you up close to Canada too? Do NF stand for Niagara Falls? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. All right. Yes. Rising from the ashes type of moment. Phoenix. Shift is trying to show out. So, dang, that came out quick. So, Thunderstorm is trying to come out, but accept your gifts. And to me, that's given very much blessings in disguise. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you type of energy. So, can we get one card for my collective for the April? One spirit message from angels and ancestors for the month of, there we go. 37, the mountain. Ooh. This is giving me that energy where I've seen in autumn, like where things were dying, where you felt like was dying and stagnant, like rebirth energy. Like, how people say that phrase, the grass is greener on the other side. People be thinking the grass is green on the other side. Like, you're not in that energy. You're into watering your own grass. And because you're taking that, like, again, choosing yourself, us as a collective, if we choose ourselves, it's nothing but blessings, blessings upon blessings type of energy. Inner healer at the bottom of the deck. 37 breaks down to 10. Endings and new beginnings. Flow. This again is giving me that surrender card. The flow of the water. Surrendering is allowing everything to just flow as it needs to. Being adaptable. Ebbs and flow type of energy. Like being less controlling because we're scared of certain things happening again, or we learn discernment. You don't have to be scared and fear. That's where the discernment comes in. We're no longer being closed off to different blessings. We plucking out the weeds, tending to the weeds, watering, fertilizing, eating the necessary good things, watching and hearing the necessary good things, putting ourselves in environments that's healthy for us is allowing us to shine brighter. Skin is glowing better. Hair is bouncier, thicker, and fuller. Ooh, okay. So we have the mountain. Let me see what I have over here. Okay. It says mountains have stood as symbols of achievement, likely since mankind first set eyes on them. Many of the world's greatest spiritual leaders have taken pilgrimage to mountaintops to gain perspective on their own lives and what they can offer to the world. It can be a lonely, hazardous journey, but there is so much reward in seeing things from a bird's eyes view. And that's crazy. And I said the vacation card came out in reverse because you probably tried planning a solo vacation. Sometimes, and by setting these boundaries up and having these other people out, you're realizing like, damn, I'm less stressed out. Damn, I'm less anxious. Damn, I got less anxiety. You have that bird's eyes view from out of that chaotic situation, whether it be a person, place, or thing. When you're above looking down, you notice patterns and connections you couldn't have imagined before. Mountain peaks are the vantage of innovators, leaders, and those who are ready to live life to the fullest. The mountain comes to a reading when you are relying too much on your rational mind. You've lost sight of the bigger picture by obsessing over tiny details. Without a higher purpose, these details will become meaningless and get lost in a sea of confusion and doubt. You're in need of a new perspective to remind you of what really matters and to see your situation from a much higher view. Connect with your intuition and ask yourself, what am I reaching for ultimately? Hmm. You are ready to ascend to greater heights and take on new challenges. If you're into yoga, a form of meditation is in a yoga pose to do right now is the mountain pose or Tadasana is a pose to ground the body and elevate the spirit. From this position, you can see things clearly and receive positive energy. On the earth or a mat, stand up straight and tall, bringing your big toes together and your heels slightly apart. All right, I'm not about to tell y'all that. Y'all can look that up on the mountain pose. And I think that was actually, and I'm going to read this one because I feel like, because we've been talking about healing and I just want to give confirmation on, oh, and I was just gonna say that maybe a burning bowl ritual. Write down everything, even if you can't speak to maybe if it's a specific person, thing, entity. If you don't feel comfortable enough saying it there, write all that. You can write that grief, that rage down, burn that shit up. That's you releasing it too. That's a form of release. Oh, Wisconsin. Okay. Well, I was just, hey, doesn't hurt to ask. Um, all right, for the inner healer, we have you have received an invitation to follow the path of the inner healer and to choose to do the inner work required to turn your pain into medicine. Like a tree that sheds its dying leaves in winter, you must let some parts of you die and fall away so you can not only live but thrive. And didn't I say a rebirth? Death to the old you. This card signals that you have a choice to make. Will you take this chance and become a powerful healer? Or will you allow past traumas, limiting beliefs, false ideas of self image, and toxic relationships to push your beautiful light further into darkness? And no, we won't. We rebuke that energy, okay? We rebuke that energy. Do not be afraid to confront your pain. You are healed by Mother Earth. Each dying leaf released is another rite of passage, leading you closer to your true self and making space for fresh growth in the spring. With time, and that's crazy, with fresh growth in the spring, this is the chop chop. This is why the swift action is happening because we are in spring. Okay? With time, the light of your inner healing will shine, illuminating your gifts of wisdom and growth and awakening the inner healers of those around you. Banish and healing fire spell. Ingredients: paper, pen, pencil, black candle. Letting go can be difficult, and even when we think we've done the work, it may have some lingering presence still within us. I literally just said that. Dylan, we need to deal and heal with on shit that we've compartmentalized, swept under the rug, put to the back, and like, I'll deal with that another day. Well, honey, today is the day that we need to deal with it, okay? This is the month. This is the month. Banishing your past pains and regrets with flame not only releases you from them, but also allows you to heal as you rise from the ashes. Ashe. On paper, write a letter to the person, thing, or situation that wounded or scarred you physically or spiritually. Let it all out. Write down everything you want to get out. Light your black candle, which provides for protection and heals the darkest of wounds. Take your letter, light it with the candle. Flame. Burn that bitch, let it burn. Burn it like how Angela Bassett did in Waiting to Exhale when she burnt all his shit up in the goddamn car, okay? In there. Let it burn. And ask the fire to take it from you. As the ash falls, touch it with your thumb and rub it on your forehead while saying, "From this ash I will rise." And if you want to quote Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou, do that poem over that flame, honey. do what you need to do. Speak your affirmations and do your spell work, okay? Hi, official Alan Rodriguez. Que la que hay, que la que hay, que la que hay. Alchemista, Aries Divine is my blood sister. She also does tarot. Thank you. But she's a fellow fire sign like myself. All right, so that is all your messages, my baby. If you want to learn more about me, check the description box down below. If you like to book a reading, my email address is down there. You can reach me at giftedandliftedgoddess@gmail.com. Hit that thumbs up bell. Comment down below if it resonates. Share like my good sis. Crazy, that's what my cards told me to do today. Ah, hi Aries. Divina 7646. And thank you for the confirmation, honey. As a fellow reader, we love to hear the confirmation because sometimes we feel crazy with the messages that we can hear in medium. And sometimes, and I get mounted a lot without even wanting to. So, yeah, it's good to hear confirmation. All right. So, as I always love to say, I am, I see, I heal, I evolve, baby. To the next time. Love is love. Stay blessed as always. She's been getting confirmation all morning. Says, all right. Peace to the next time.